Please, for the love of God, keep my eardrums in mind as I introduce to the stage Mr. Eric Lieberman.
Didn't I ask for theme music? For the three of you who don't know me out there, I'm Eric. This is really very weird. I feel like I'm in my living room. What do you want to watch on TV? Before I start, I just want to say that I believe shortly you're going to see Joe DeVito give a performance, and please be kind to him. He has very low self-esteem. But actually, he's a great comedian, and he was a great teacher for us, and I just want to say thank you, Joe. So why am I here? I'm 65 years old. Recently retired because of a health issue, which I won't name, just say that it rhymes with the word dancer. Don't waste time thinking about it. You'll talk it over after. Stay focused on me. So, had a lot of free time on my hands. What do I do with it? I thought about it, and it came to me instantly. Become a stand-up comic. So, I realized, though, it's probably a crazy idea, and apparently my kids thought so. Because I instantly ran to a judge to try to get me declared insane so they could get control of my assets. But I showed them. I had DNA tests done, and it proved I'm not their biological father. I told my wife I'm really pissed that she cheated on me at least 3 times. But in retrospect, I forgive you, because now I don't have to give them another nickel. My life is in ruins, but I get to keep my stuff. So I've had a lot of physical ailments through my life. It's almost as if I'm a human piñata, and God likes to take whacks at me once in a while. Arthritis. Artificial hip. Dancer. And worst of all, hemorrhoids. So finally I decided to speak to God. And I said, why are you doing this shit to me? Why are you treating me like this? And surprisingly, God answered. He said, my son, you're right. And in the spirit of atonement, I will increase your penis size to 12 inches. So I thought about that. My first thought was, wow, unbelievable, every man's dream. Then I thought further and I analyzed the situation. Will it really be of a benefit to me? I already have very satisfying sex. I believe my wife is content. She hasn't dozed off during sex in years. And frankly, would the extra 8.5 inches really make a difference? If they did, if size really mattered, Jewish guys would never get laid. So I went back to God. I said, look, forget about it. I don't really need that. Just promise me I'll never get kidney stones, and we'll call it even. The funny thing is I don't believe in God. So I'm not sure who I was talking to. I think it might have been the Puerto Rican guy who lives in the apartment above us. His name's Jesus. So I went to Baruch College in the 60s, late 60s, early 70s, and it was primarily a business school back then. As such, it housed a few thousand of the most socially awkward people in the city of New York. There was not a lot of sex going on there, not between two people at the same time. When the rest of the college campuses were out protesting against the Vietnam War, we were protesting against the new amendments to the tax code. Our theme song was Take the Money and Run. Our hero, or our idol, was Shylock, the Jewish moneylender. So we were greedy, dull, and horny. It was not a good place to be, especially in the late 60s when everything was going on, free love and everything. We didn't even get free subway tokens. I have lived in New York my whole life, or in the New York area. I grew up in Queens.
Yeah.
3 Queens people. But then I moved to Brooklyn. And now I'm in New Jersey. Not the same excitement, is it? Nobody's ever happy to say, I come from Jersey. You say it because you have to, because you don't want to lie about it. So, when I was growing up, living in Queens, I naturally became a fan of the Mets and the Jets. In fact, right now I think I'm number 3 on the Jet quarterback. But in history, I also supported the British in the Revolutionary War, the South in the Civil War, and Germany in both World Wars. So with that incredible record of picking losers, I now have decided to support ISIS in its war against the West. Death to America. I think I have a few more seconds, not enough time for a whole thing, but I will say again, this has been a great experience for me. I don't expect that to become suddenly a stand-up comedian, because I have arthritis. The traveling will kill me. It's just, if people will come to my house and listen to me, I'll be happy to do it. Or if somebody offers to drive me all around. But I just don't think that it's a good idea for me to really expect a career. But, if you want me at bar mitzvahs, sweet 16s, I'll make up a card, I'll make a little video, I'll send out this video, and who knows, maybe it'll be a career for me. So anyway, thank you very much.